Hello all. In this lecture, I am going to explain the interfacing of stepper motor with 805 microcontroller. Now, basically we see that there are three types of motors as highlighted in the slide. The first is a stepper motor. The name is given for the specific reason why it is called a stepper motor. Then second is a DC motor, third is a AC motor. Depending upon the which power supply is applied, these motors are classified. Stepper motor is a special kind of electric motor which moves in terms of steps. Now these steps form one typical angle at the center of the stepper motor, and that angle is called as stepper motor angle. It is usually measured in that angle is usually called as an uh, incrementing angle, which forms at the center of the shaft inside the stepper motor. Typically, these increments are the stepper motor का जो angle is there, that angle is usually lying between zero point 0.9 to 1.8 degrees, which means it will have 400 to 200 increments and thus representing a full circle of the motor. As we can see that since this angle, depending upon the degree of this angle, the corresponding stepper motor can form the RPM on the which surface. Of course, this is the first position and this is the second position of the rotor. This is the third position of the rotor and final position of the rotor. So this angle is called as the step angle. Okay, and this angle is basically formed with a specific delay when we write it in terms of microcontroller program. Let us go to next slide. So this is the internal construction of stepper motor. It consists of a router followed with a stator. So this tooth-like structure is nothing but the shaft, where the shaft is made in terms of tooth, and the stator is corresponding to uh, outside part of the stepper motor. Here it consists of some magnets where the magnetic effect is induced by passing the current inside the stator. Now, these form the same stator winding, and this shaft and this shaft is connected to another phase of power supply. So the corresponding this current will induce some EMF inside it. All these currents induce the EMF inside the stator, and the direction of the magnetic field induced inside the stator will be depending upon the direction of current. Now here we see I1 is in this direction and I2 is in this direction. That means I2 is flowing in clockwise direction and I1 is also flowing into the clockwise direction. Now depending upon that, in case of the first stator winding, the south polarity and north polarity is induced over here, and here it's a north polarity. N stands for north and S stands for south. So which polarity will be there inside the stator, that will be dependent on the corresponding current flowing inside the stator winding. So this is about the. Now here we see the corresponding stator structure. Stator. It is basically, this is called the stator, and each of this structure is called as a poles, and which is made up of electromagnet. And here this is a tooth pitch rotor, which is basically mounted on a shaft. This rotor, the name itself indicates that the rotor is continuously rotating in clockwise or in the anti-clockwise direction. This is the common connection method for coil winding, where this is one coil, let us say phase 1, this is second coil, let us say phase 2. They are connected to the common point. So such type of configuration is called as center tap common. Here we see the two stable positions of two position. One is unstable position and another is stable position. In unstable position, you can see that the rotor north polarity is facing towards the stator's north polarity. So there will be a repulsive action and the rotor here is not into the stable condition. Therefore, it is called as an unstable condition. Here we see, here is a south polarity of the rotor and this is a north polarity. So the corresponding resultant position of the rotor is in this direction aligned, because this north and this north will be equally attracting the rotor. So the rotor will be stable in this direction. Now this is the very important part when we are considering the interfacing of stepper motor with respect to microcontroller. So what is that? There are two methods. One is a single coil excitation. The table for the same is demonstrated over here. In single coil excitation method, each coil is excited in turn. So as you see the first row, the coil number 4 is excited. In the second step, coil number 3 is excited, so on and so forth. Now depending upon which coil we want to excite, the corresponding coil we need to turn on to the port of microcontroller. So since the coil 1 here is we have to on, we have to make it excite. Since the coil 4 we are exciting here, so that voltage is on and the corresponding binary one has to be set by the microcontroller. And the rest of the turns are off, therefore we are just putting here as a 0. Similarly for coil 3, this will be 1, this will be 0, and so on and so forth. For this, I'm sorry, here we can write it as this is 0, this is 0, 1 and 0. And the last, this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 0, and this will be 1. Now, this is the binary pattern which we need to transmit to the port of microcontroller so that the motor will rotate in the clockwise direction. If we want to rotate the same motor in the anti-clockwise position, the concept of step angle and everything is same. Only thing is that the bit pattern will be reversed. So here the bit pattern becomes 0, 8. I have written 0 at the MSB and 8 at the LSB. So this will be in hexadecimal. So this will be 04 in hexadecimal. This will be 02 in hexadecimal, and this will be 01 in hexadecimal. We can choose any code through which this winding can be interfaced through microcontroller code to the stepper motor. So I hope up till this point the things are clear. Now let us move to the next slide. Now the second pattern is called as the two-coil excitation method. In the two-coil excitation method, each successive pair in adjacent coil is energized, as we can see in the diagram. Then in the first row, coil number 4 and coil number 3 are energized. Second row, the coil number 3 and 2 are energized, so on and so forth. So the resultant stable position of the rotor will be aligned like this. This is the stable position of the rotor. So this forms the one complete circle of 360 degree. Now since we are energizing two motors at the same time, so coil 3 and coil 4 needed to be energized at the same time. So therefore we send logic 1 here to make that current to flow inside the coil, and these two will be 0. Similarly, here it will be 0, 1, 1 and 0. Here it will be 0, 0, 1 and 1. This will be 1, this will be 0, 0 and 1. Now, since this is the bit pattern that needed to be transferred to the ports of microcontroller, we need to write the program, and for that this data should be in hexadecimal number. So let us convert it. This number is 0C. I'm choosing the lower ports of LSB, that means the LSB of 4. Therefore, MSB I'm writing it as a 0. So second condition mein, it is 06. Of course, these numbers are in hexadecimal. Okay, and here also this is 04 H, and next is 09 into hexadecimal number. So this will be the resultant structure of the hexadecimal number that we are needed to write into the program so that the corresponding bit patterns will be sent to the corresponding windings of stepper motor. So there is one more method that we'll see in the next slide. Now this method is called as 8-step sequence, and this method is also called as the interleaved pattern. Interleaved, interleaving the two successive coils with, that will cause motor to rotate in the half step in the sequence of 8 steps. This is the combination of the two methods which we have earlier seen. Here we can see that the coil windings have been alternately energized. So in the first row we can see that coil 4 is energized. In the second row, the coil 4 and coil 3 is energized simultaneously. In the third row, coil 3 is energized. In the fourth row, coil 2 and coil 3 is energized. So in this way, this pattern will repeat. So in the next slide also you can see that coil 2 is excited, then in the next row, coil 2 is excited along with coil 1. So on and so forth, this pattern will repeat. Now let us see how it is going to, how the bit pattern will be for this. It is similar to the bit patterns which we have already seen for the corresponding excitation method. So whichever coil we want to make on, that will be 1, and rest of the coils will be 0. Similarly here, now alternate means these two will be on and this will be off. So here it will be this is 0, this is 1, and this is 0, and this is 0. So likewise, we complete the corresponding bit pattern for interleaving the two separate interleaving sequence that will cause motor to rotate inside the half step angle. So this is all about the writing the truth tables for the corresponding stepper motor and the corresponding excitation of coil. There are single step method and there are interleaving method. Now this is the resultant position of the, in this slide we can see that the resultant rotation of the coil. Here in the single coil excitation, the rotor is excited with a single coil. In two coil excitation method, the simultaneously two coils have been excited and the rotor's corresponding stable position is in between the two stator poles. And the last is called as a half stepping. Here you can see alternately single and double coil are excited for forming the the clockwise rotation of the rotor. So this program is well implemented using the Kale software here. As you can show, I have already written a code and the code is run for the single step method. The program here written is in the C language where this program is consisting of two modules. In one module or in one procedure, we are defining the unsigned integer I and j. This will act as an unsigned integer just for the counter sake because at between the every two position of the rotor we need to add the delay. So this part of the program is nothing but the delay addition inside the stepper motor or the rather the rotor between the two positions. And in the next thing, this is the main program. Here we are executing the infinite while loop for making the rotor to continuously move in the clockwise direction. So what we have done here is we have used the port 2 and the port 2 is loaded with the corresponding sequence. In starting sequence is 0001, that means coil number, the corresponding coil number of this pattern will be excited. Then we have called a delay. Now this is the one stable position of the rotor. Then the rotor will stay in that position as long as the delay program is executed. Then microcontroller will come back again to the main program and it will the port will send the second bit pattern for the corresponding rotor position. Again delay is called and this process is repeated. This while loop will be executed as long as we want to rotate the stepper motor in particular direction. So this is about the Kale software program that is required to be written. Here I have shown it is written inside the C by using the C language. Now we can see here the corresponding port, that is port 2. It is sending the bits over the port 2 in a sequential manner. Now this will be connected to the coil of the stepper motor. Basically it is connected through a driver IC and that driver IC will increase the supply of the stepper motor Microcontroller will give you the output of 5 volts. That 5 volts will be amplified to 1200, sorry, not 1200, sorry, 12 volts by using the driver IC. And this output of this driver IC is connected to stepper motor. So with this, I think the idea of interfacing the stepper motor is very much clear to you. Now, if you want to modify the same program for the anti-clockwise direction, the only modification we need to do is that we need to change this corresponding bit pattern. Now, since this is in the clockwise direction, if you want to change the direction, the bit pattern will change. Instead of 0001, it will be 1000. Second pattern will be 0100. Third pattern will be 0010, and the last pattern will be 0001. So if with this pattern, the motor will move in anti-clockwise direction with the same concept. So this direction will be anti-clockwise. So I hope you have understood the concept of stepper motor. Using the uh, through the port, the motor is interfaced to the microcontroller, and the corresponding bit pattern is generated. And this entire program is written and executed on the CALE simulation software. Thank you very much for watching this video.